Guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Game of Cryptos. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. As you can see, this topic, we're going to talk about what is really hot in crypto, and that is the top gaming coins. What you see right here on the screen, I know you're not seeing me, you will see me here in a second. This is just a mock portfolio, adding in some things that are new, old, just some of the hottest gaming things right now in the crypto sphere. And as I said, I will be going over, what I think is going to be some of the top picks in the next and up and coming gaming bull run, because as we know, the gaming narrative is going to most likely produce the most amount of X's in your crypto portfolio. So having that said, there I am. We're going to get right into it, and we're going to start it off, as always, going to a tweet on Twitter, guys, before we dive right into it. This one, the man, the myth, the legend, as always, Alex Becker. He goes on to say, one of the biggest ways, this is a motivational thing, he goes on to say, one of the biggest ways to get effed in this life is when you start to slow down because results now look good. So in reality, results are from what you did a year ago when results were bad. So what he's saying from this tweet is, where you are now is all because of the actions that you did months ago, years ago, not what you're doing right now. And then consequently, good or bad, what you do now is going to in the future, you're going to see where you are because of what you did today. So he goes on to say, whatever you're experiencing in life is a result of what you did 6 months ago, not right now. If you get lazy when you're up, in 6 months you will be back down. So like if you ride this high in this crypto sphere and you're like, oh yeah, I made all this money, okay, now I can let off the gas pedal. No, that's the opposite of what you want to do. You want to continue to go hard and go in on DCAing, on investing, and having game plans, because you got to where you were and you potentially hopefully made the money in the future of the bull run because of what you were doing now. Buying the dips, holding when others were fearful. So I love this tweet from him. And he goes on to say, when you get up, it's time to be far more afraid when you are down, because if you slow down in 6 months, you will be pulled right back down. Stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Great tweet from Alex Becker. Another one. Moving on from there, so now we're getting closer to going over this, what cryptos would I put in my gaming portfolio. He goes on to talk about Off the Grid. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Off the Grid, but it's a true game that is making waves in the gaming sphere and will be on like main consoles like the PS5 and Xbox. It's not out yet, but it's very close, and it's from a studio called Gunzilla. And if you're not familiar with them, Gunzilla Games represents the world's most unhinged battle royale, Off the Grid. Off the Grid delivers a brand new AA Battle Royale third-person shooter experience set in the dystopian cyberpunk future. And we are going to go ahead real quick before we get into the portfolio. We're going to go and check out some footage from Off the Grid. It's pretty cool.
What's up, Cobra fans? Welcome to Cobra's Corner. Is this for real? Yes, Black Sabbath. 3 huge game developers have gotten together to create the ultimate gaming experience. The top video game players in the world. Are they any good in real-life battle royale type situations? Not this, but actually this. It's not playing around on the screen. We do have ex-Navy SEALs coming down, and we need the best of the best. Anybody can play. You just got to be brave enough to take a bullet.
So that's all I'm going to play for the footage of it. But as you can see, the gameplay is pretty cool. And what they're trying to do, so Alex Becker with Neo Tokyo, and if you guys aren't familiar with Neo Tokyo, I've done a video on this previously, so you can go and check that out on my YouTube page. But Neo Tokyo is partnering up with these gaming studios, and they're trying to really grow these games and grow them into something that can become big into not just in our world, but we want to actually break it into the real world where the games are competing with things like Call of Duty, where people take Web3 gaming seriously. And something like Off the Grid is one of those games. He goes on to say, he says, but more, it will seamlessly bring users into Web3 as if they are playing any other game. Off the Grid will be on consoles. The users brought into Web3 in seconds. When this happens, so when we can start getting, those people that play Call of Duty, all those games, when they come into games like this is gonna open up the realm for the crypto games. So when this happens, we're going to see a few things. Hundreds of millions of people are starting to engage with Web3 games. The money, the speculation, already here go into these games and cause a nuclear bull run in a gaming assets, tokens, and cryptos. And he's right. It's all going to take in one, maybe two games to start the domino effect. So really what he's saying is crypto gaming only needs a couple of things to really go viral that can just bring in this flood of investing and people playing, and that's what's going to cause crypto gaming to go absolutely nuclear. These will not be crypto games. They will just be games that everyone plays, and then just like that, everyone is using blockchain. So it's like the Trojan horse into crypto gaming, essentially, and Off the Grid is potentially one of those. So again, just really interesting to know. So having that said, having kickstarted the video, we are going to get into today's video, which is going to go over, as you guys can see here, a portfolio of crypto things that I put together. You're going to see my face is going to go away. I'm going to zoom in on this so we can talk about it. So here we go. So as you can see here, I have, random plays here. I have Myria, GFL, Naka, Hello, Shrapnel, Neo Tokyo. And then I have things here on the sidelines, things that you can kind of substitute, maybe substitute them in and whatnot. Now, I have a different variety because it's good to be diversified when it comes to a portfolio in general. So you want to have, your layer ones, your L2s. You want to have maybe your Bitcoin, your Ethereum. You want to have Optimism, Arbitrum. You want to have a diversified portfolio, but within that diversified portfolio, you guys want to have, high caps, mid caps, low caps, new coins, old coins, things in between that are going to be the king on the block. So something like, when GFL, not GFL, when Gala had its issues and they're still trying to recover, a lot of these gaming coins kind of came more in the spotlight. Something like Myria. Myria is being, we're saying it could be the Galler killer. And I really do think it can. Myria is one of the new kids on the block. It hasn't had a bull run. So it with its speculation, it's all about believing in the story. If you believe in a story, then there is good potential that, it could run. We're going to go and look at the chart. What is Myria doing right now? So, let's see. Myria. Let's see. Myria. Oh, I spelled it wrong. So if we go into all-time chart right now, it has not had a bull run. Back in March of 2023. and now it is broken out of a long-term resistance level, almost right around. It's kind of right around a resistance level around like a penny, and once it breaks out of that, the sky's the limit. It's got an open sky. So having that said, right now, Myria could be a really good investment because there's no previous price action that's going to cause any downward pressure on selling it. And again, it is a newer gaming crypto, and it doesn't have any games out, but when it does, and if they do well, the sky's the limit for what Myria can do. So let's see. Let's go back to our chart here. So let's see. So Myria is a good one. Another one that's good, GFL. GFL, Games for a Living. This one hasn't had a bull run either. GFL's chart also is another one that looks organically good. Another one, Nakamoto Games. Now, Naka has actually had a bull run, but it still has a lot of hype. Another one that's been really popular, Hello Labs. Hello, I threw this in the gaming because it does cover gaming partially, but it also covers things like entertainment and doing things with shows. It actually has a show, as I'm sure those of you watching this know, it has a show called Killer Whales that is going to be coming out very soon. And something like Hello, with this speculation and hype with its influencers, you have people like the Altcoin Daily Brothers. You have who else is it? Wendy. We can go and check it out too if you guys care to have a look, and we can check out the price action for Hello Labs too. I believe it has been consolidating lately. But if you look at its all-time chart, yeah, so it's got a resistance around 13, 14, 15 cents. But look at that organic growth. It's really, really been really good. But as I was saying, Hello Labs has a show called Killer Whales that it helped, that it's behind. And again, you have like the Altcoin Daily Brothers, Crypto Wendy, and I think Rand from Crypto Banter is in this too, and it's gonna be really cool. And when the show comes out, you're definitely gonna see a lot more speculation, a lot of VC influence. So this is definitely something that you're gonna see that's gonna get, it's gonna pump. Maybe not something you're gonna end up holding like post this bull run, because even for me, I plan on selling a lot, but if you're trying to make some good gains, this could be one that makes you a really, really good amount of money. So definitely, look into that potentially. Not financial advice, of course. But again, getting back to our chart, let's go in here, zoom in. You have, okay, so now this is where my chart starts getting interesting. Now, I will say right now off the bat, out of everything on the screen you see here, I am invested in Myria, I am invested in GFL, I am invested in Naka, I'm invested in Hello, and for gaming coins right now, that's it. Now, I also see, if you see here in this chart, I have Shrapnel and I have Neo Tokyo. Now, what I will say with Shrapnel, and we can go ahead and check this one out here too, the trailer for it. What's cool about Shrapnel is that if you are someone who believes in this narrative that certain games on certain chains are gonna do good, now Shrapnel is on the Avalanche ecosystem. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure Shrapnel is on the Avalanche ecosystem. And as you guys have seen by watching videos with Leo Trades and Alex Becker, Avalanche is looking like it's gonna do pretty well, especially those the projects that are underneath in that ecosystem. So because people make the argument, so Avalanche had a really good bull run last bull run in 2021. If you are someone that doesn't think that, and I'm one of those people, I don't think Avalanche is going to make as big of gains as it did last bull run. In fact, I almost think that's fact. It won't. But you know what will? The stuff, the games, the projects that are underneath that ecosystem, and Shrapnel is, as you can see down here in the contracts underneath the Avalanche ecosystem, and then look at its all-time price action. It's doing well, and it's only at a $52 million market cap. And Shrapnel, honestly, out of all the games that are out right now, I think this is the best game. Like, I really think Shrapnel is going to be the alluvium of this bull run. You heard it here first. Shrapnel is going to be the alluvium of this bull run. Let's check out the gameplay. Yeah, I could look at this footage all day. It's pretty cool. I mean, the graphics of that, guys, it just looks amazing. So I think Shrapnel is going to do really well. I think they can get a pretty good market share in this crypto bull run. Again, it's all about things and the narrative. If it's fitting a narrative and it's a story behind it, that's where money goes. You have to think about when people come in the market. If it's something that you're into and that you can constantly see people on like Twitter and you hear influencers talking about it, it's not necessarily that they're shilling it, but it is because there is a hype and a movement behind it. I mean, look at Dogecoin. It has no utility, but people believed in its story. People believe in its narrative, and if it's strong, it will get money allocated to it. So yeah, guys, I think that could be one that you want to potentially look into. And I'm gonna make this bigger again. So far as you can see in this portfolio, so I have Myria, I have Games for a Living, I have Nakamoto. So I have a mixture already of new cryptos that haven't seen a bull run. Naka, which did see a bull run, but there was not any there weren't eyes and ears on it where people were really looking at it in the last bull run. So you have an old one, but still is really good. You have Hello, which is new, and it has entertainment, not just gaming, but NFTs and stuff dealing with shows. Hollywood. So that one's good. And then Shrapnel, as I just went over, one of the leading games in this gaming movement. And then now we have Neo Tokyo. And again, I'm not going to go deep dive into Neo Tokyo because I did have a video that just came out that talked about it. But the reason why I have this included in this portfolio is the fact that Neo Tokyo is a group of people that are coming together, developers, gamers, all that, to basically create this superpower where everyone is trying to make the overall space of gaming better. You have Elio Trades and Alex Becker, who are advisors to a lot of these projects, advisors to projects like Myria, like Naka, and then they've collabed with Shrapnel. You're just seeing a lot of this hype in gaming, and with them backing and advising these projects, there's a really, really good chance that they're going to do really well. And then all the other cryptos that you see here on the side, these are great ones too that you can invest in. For instance, this is just what I have and how I would, add it up and like divide my portfolio, you could easily throw in um, playable and put and interchange it with Naka if you wanted to. Now, again, with narrative, if you're someone that liked more of the Avalanche chains, playable is underneath the Avalanche ecosystem. Double check me, but I'm pretty sure that's true. You have another one that's been really popular lately, Lit Labs, Lit Games, another popular gaming studio. And then if you're interested in another game, this one right here is Delicium. Delicium has been new, but people really like that. Maybe that could be your alternative to Shrapnel. Maybe you think Delicium is going to do better than Shrapnel. I mean, or you can have both in here. And then you got Wagme Games, again, partnership with Neo Tokyo, huge. And of course, they are involved with PYR and Magic too. You got Vulcan Forge and Magic. Um, Vulcan Forge, Magic have seen a bull run, but again, these are some of the top ones in their like older bull run niche. And you have been seeing these pump, especially PRR. And then you have Prime as well. And then over here, PlayZap. Now, I think this is one more of a degen, more, more room to run. It could 100x. And, some of these in here can also definitely 100x, 50x. But, it's all about, your risk tolerance. And also, I really don't think you would want more than maybe 4 to 5 gaming plays, maybe even just 3. That's why you don't see this portfolio. That's why it's not like super, super huge with like 10 of them. Because you also want to be allocated in other plays, in other cryptos that you also do want to be allocated in other plays in other cryptos that that cover your bases, that help you dealing with risk. And again, if you ever wanted to know what other coins you can add, obviously you can go on CoinMarketCap, kind of look through this. But again, this video is going to definitely be all about gaming, but maybe you'll add some Bitcoin, Ethereum to offset your investments with crypto gaming. So again, guys, I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you guys appreciated this. I'm gonna have more not crypto gaming, but more crypto portfolio stuff. Things that I would do if I had 10,000, 5,000 invested in. But remember, what you do now is going to affect where you are 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. And remember, just because you're seeing success doesn't mean, okay, now's the time to, pause and give up. No, keep going in, keep going harder, keep DCing, keep holding till the point where you want to sell. Stay strong, stay vigilant, as Alex Becker said, and I will see you guys in the next video.